Hey y'all, I'm really excited about what we get to do here, and what an awesome opportunity to be able to share some ideas with you. This morning I've already had my coffee and already read a little bit, and want to share a real simple thought that I just read this morning and from a book. So last year in 2017 I decided I was going to read 12 books, one book every month, and I enjoyed reading those books. It was a privilege, an awesome thing to be able to read all those books. However, one of the books I read last year was this book right here called Turn the Page, and it simply teaches principles on how to read like a leader. So I did that last year, and so now this year my goal is to read 14 books this year. 2 of them are going to be history books, but the hardest part is when I read that book, it has slowed me down a little bit in the amount of time I give to reading, because now I read differently. I try and I use my highlighter and I use my notes and I write in my books now, and so it's been a fun transition. I'm excited about where we get to go for the next couple months as I learn and as Orrin would say, I PDCA that process and get it down much better and zero in on better how to read more and still be effective as a reader. So what an awesome privilege. But I decided this year I would start out with this book right here called Launching a Leadership Revolution by Orrin Woodward and Chris Brady. And what an awesome book it's been. I did read it. I have read it before, but I decided to read it the proper way this time. Last time I believe I just read it to get through it, but this time I wanted to read it and study it a little bit better. And it's ironic, in the past 3 days I've only gotten to 13 pages. I've taken my time reading it, highlighting some elements in there that I really liked. But the Launching a Leadership Revolution book comes out of the corporate education program that we have. This is the corporate education program. It's an 18-month course. It's separated into 3 6-month courses, and are very, very affordable for any company or individual that really wants to just invest in themselves. Is all it's about. And we're just looking to help get the right information to people. And this is the first book, which is where the corporate education program is based on. And I've really enjoyed the opportunity. But here on page 13, I saw this key word, and I want to kind of point it out very quickly, and then we'll be done. I won't be long. But it says right here in page 13, it's talking about a chapter on what a leader is, what a leader actually is, and it's defining different leadership. It gives a great story in there about the Battle of New Orleans with Andrew Jackson, and but then there's a section in there called Cultivating Leadership, and on page 13 it makes this statement. It says, the truth is that anybody can develop his or her leadership ability beyond his or her current level. Okay? Anybody can develop his or her leadership ability beyond his or her current level. All right? Now that's a key word. I underlined in my book here, I underlined that word develop. Develop, okay? That word develop is a very important word, because a lot of times I think to myself, and one of the thoughts I had was I thought, I wonder if people go to a gym, and it kind of alludes to it a little bit here in this chapter, but I wonder if people go to a gym already physically fit. No, they don't just walk in like that. They might be at a different level of physical fitness. They might be, but they only go to a gym ready to move forward to another level is why they go in. And so, but one thing they have that causes them, so I decided to backtrack. One thing they have that causes them to want to develop is this crazy word called desire. Desire. What is our desire to actually develop into the leader that we want to be? We don't wake up one morning and all of a sudden read 25 books a day and read for 8 hours a day. We don't wake up that morning right away the first time. Just as we don't go backwards in our life right away, we also don't go forward in our life right away. And we develop that as a key word, and we develop a desire. The 2 D's, develop a desire. That word, those 2 words are important for today. I want you to try and remember those and look at them and think, what am I doing? What can I do to develop a desire? It doesn't have to be a huge, massive step. 2 years ago, you couldn't have gotten me, maybe 3 years ago, you couldn't have gotten me to pick up a book, much less open it up and underline stuff. But I just decided that I would take some opportunity to very meticulously and even slowly in my mind, as I get deeper and deeper, I realize, man, I'm behind. And I realize, man, I want to catch up, and I want to excel, and I want to grow. And that desire is being fueled because of development. So they really can work together in a lot of ways. So my desire began when I was tired of my results. As Orrin Woodward says, either you hate changing enough to lose, or you hate losing enough to change. Let me encourage you today, even this week, develop a desire. Develop a desire. Keywords, let's remember those today. And lead on. Be a leader. Go ahead and lead. Anybody can lead at any area in their life. We just have to start by developing a desire. Develop a desire.